Hi guys, let's look at the next exercise. That's exercise 6F. We are on the same chapter, which is simultaneous equations, and this chapter, or rather this exercise, is based on ages, cost price, selling price, and time and work. So let's look at some questions. No new concept for me to explain, but let's look at these questions. So 5 years ago, A's age was 4 times the age of B. So the way I prefer to solve it is I first make a table, write the details given, and then form the equation. So we are looking at a time frame which was 5 years ago. A's age was 4 times the age of B. 5 years hence. So we are looking at a time frame which is 5 years from now, and we are looking at present ages, which we are looking at 3 time frames. So I would prefer to make a table like this, which is today, this is 5 years later, and this is 5 years ago. So we are looking at 3 time frames and we are looking at two people, A and B. So I have made a table which is basically of 3 time frames and for two people, right? That's the way I prefer to work. Makes my life simple, I feel. We need to find their present ages. So let A's present age be X and B's present age be Y. What would be A's age 5 years later? Yes, it would be X plus 5. What would be B's age? Yes, it would be 5 plus 5. 5 years back, A's age would have been X minus 5. 5 years back, B's age would have been Y minus 5. So that's the basic table that I've made. Now I read the question once again and figure out the relations given. So 5 years ago, which means we're looking at this time frame, A's age was 4 times the age of B, which means A's age is equal to 4 into B's age. So our first equation will become x minus 5 is equal to 4 times y minus 5. Yes, that's correct. Now let's open this bracket. So x minus 5 is equal to 4y minus 20, which means okay, which means we can write this equation as x minus 4y is equal to negative 20 plus 5, that's negative 15. That's our first equation. X minus 4y is equal to negative 15. Now let's read the second part of the question. 5 years hence, which means we are looking at this column that we have made already. 5 years hence, A's age will be twice the age of B, which means A's age is equal to 2 into B's age. Let's put the values. So A's age 5 years later would be X plus 5, 2 times B's age, that is Y plus 5. Let's open the bracket. X plus 5 is equal to 2Y plus 10, which means X minus 2Y is equal to 10 minus 5, that's 5. So these are the two equations that we have. X minus 4y is equal to negative 15. X minus 2y is equal to 5. I notice the coefficient of x of both the equations is already equal, which is plus 1. So let's subtract these equations. X minus 4y is equal to negative 15. X minus 2y is equal to 5. Subtract, which means the signs will change. So negative, positive, and negative. X minus x, that's 0. Negative 4y plus 2y, that's negative 2y. Negative 15 minus 5, that's negative 20, which means y is equal to 10. So we've calculated B's age, which is 10 years today. Next, put y is equal to 10, let's say in equation 1. So we have x minus 40 is equal to negative 15, x is equal to negative 15 plus 40, x is equal to 25. So let's read the question. Find their present ages, which means we need to calculate x and y. Therefore, A's present age is equal to 25 years and B's present age is equal to 15 years. I hope you got the basic logic and the way I prefer to solve these questions. Let's look at another one. The next question that we are doing is question number 3. It says 4 years ago, a mother was 4 times as old as her daughter 6 years later. So again, we are looking at 3 time frames. Today, next is 6 years later, and this was 4 years ago. And we have two people, mother and daughter. Perfect. So let's put daughter here and the mother here. So let daughter's present age be X years, mother's present age be Y year. 6 years later, daughter would be X plus 6, mother would be Y plus 6. 4 years ago, she would have been X minus 4 and mother would have been Y minus 4. Perfect. Basic concept, basic information done. Let's read the relations. 4 years ago, a mother was 4 times as old as her daughter, which means we're looking at this time frame, which means y minus 4 is equal to 4 times x minus 4. Let's open the bracket. That's y minus 4 is equal to 4x minus 16, which means y minus 4x is equal to negative 16 plus 4. Yeah, negative 16 plus 4, that's negative 12. That's our first equation. Y minus 4x is equal to negative 12. Now let's read the second relation. 6 years later, the mother will be 2.5 times as old as the daughter at that time. So we are now looking at this time frame. So in this case, mother would be, which means y plus 6 would be equal to 2.5 times. So 2.5 times as old as her daughter, x plus 6. Let's open the bracket. So we have y plus 6 is equal to 2.5x plus 6 into 2, 12 plus 3, that's 15. So that's the relation, but let's put x on one side. So what we get is y minus 2x, or not y minus 2x, y minus 2.5x is equal to 15 minus 6, that's 9. Right, y minus 2.5x is equal to 9. Let's see if we have anything already there. I have y minus 4x, y minus 2x. Okay, let's multiply this with 2 so that we have a whole number equation. So this is 2y minus 5x is equal to 18. That's equation 3. The same as equation 2, just multiplied with 2. So 2y minus 5x is equal to 18. And this is y minus 4x is equal to negative 12. Let's multiply first equation with 2. So what we have is 2y minus 8x is equal to negative 24. And this is 2y minus 5x is equal to 18. Let's subtract. Minus plus minus, the sign changes. 2y minus 2y goes negative 8x plus 5x, that's negative 3x. Negative 24 minus 18, that's negative 42, which means x is equal to 14. We need to calculate the present ages. So the present age of the daughter is 14 years. So put x is equal to 14, let's say in equation number 1. And what we get is y minus 4 into 14, that's 56, is equal to negative 12. Y is equal to negative 12 plus 56, which is y is equal to 44. Yes, 44. Therefore, mother's present age is equal to 44 years and daughter's present age is equal to 14 years. So that's the correct answer. 44 and 14 is the age of the mother and the daughter. Good. Let's look at the next question. The next question that we do is question number 5. It says the annual incomes of A and B are in the ratio 3:4 and their expenses are in the ratio 5:7. If each saves rupees 5,000, find their annual income. Okay, so let annual income of A is equal to 3x. Therefore, annual income of B is equal to 4x. So that's why the ratio is 3:4. Next, let's figure out the ratio of the expenses. Let annual expense of A be 5y, a different ratio, a rather different variable, in this case y, which is the constant variable, as in the ratio is 5:7, so the constant in that case is y. So the annual expense of A is 5y, therefore annual expense of B will be equal to 7y. So their ratio now is 5/7. Next, each saves 5,000. So for A, money saved is income minus expenditure. So 3x minus 5y is given equal to 5,000. Similarly for B, income, which is 4x, minus expenditure, which is 7y, is also equal to 5,000. So that's equation 1. This is equation 2. This will help us calculate the value of x and y, and we should be able to calculate their annual incomes from them. So, which means we need to calculate the value of x. So let's try and equate the coefficient of y. Let's multiply first equation by 7 and multiply the second equation by 5. That will equate our y coefficient. So 7 into 3, 21x minus 35y is equal to 7 into 5, that's 35,000. Let's reconfirm 21, 35 and 35. Perfect. 5 into 4, 20x minus 35y is equal to 5 into 5, that's 25,000. Subtract them, this becomes negative, this becomes positive, this becomes negative. So negative 35y plus 35y gets cancelled. 21x minus 20x, that's x. 35 minus 25, that's 10,000. So we got the value of x as 10,000. Therefore, A's annual income is equal to 3x, which means 3 into 10,000. So that's rupees 30,000. We should write the unit here. This is rupees 3x, rupees 4x, rupees 5y, rupees 7y, and B's annual income would be equal to rupees 40,000. So that's where we are. That's how we were able to calculate the value of their annual income.